Welcome to another edition of Pants Optional. It's Pop Code HQ's Zoom interview feature where we chat with comic book industry professionals about their latest projects and get the lowdown, but for the waist up. I'm TahoeJBennett, chief editor and writer at Pop Code HQ. We have a special Kickstarter spotlight edition of Pants Optional this episode. Today, I'm joined by Christie Shinn, the creator of Demon Bitch, a series of successfully funded graphic novels, including I Told You So, Off the Wagon Panhandling Tour, and the Free Dumb Tour. She's returned to Kickstarter for her latest installment, Triggered, a 130 plus page graphic novel inspired by the pandemic. And you may have noticed her recently as a participant in Pop Code HQ After Dark's Cards with Comic Creators Season 1 tournament. Christie Shinn, welcome, Christie.
Hey guys, what's up?
Writer,
I have
artist extraordinaire.
Thank you. It's weird. I have to think probably creator right now because I do more writing at this point, which is kind of funny with not only with Demon Bitch, with other comics now too. And I'm wearing shorts. I guess that's no pants.
That's not bad. Yeah, the weather's getting up. My parents are down in like Desert Hot Springs, so like, yeah, it's getting up. It might get close to 100, and I'm just, geez. Here in Tahoe, we still have below 32 degree mornings. So I mean, it's still, I'm not kind of about it up here, but hey, you were like, we were talking prior to this, and for people who don't know, this is being taped Monday, April 4th, the day after WonderCon. How was the show for you?
It was a really good show. A lot of really good developments. I'm not going to get into all of them. I'm going to wait until more time happens. And once that happens, I'll announce it. But there's been a lot of really good things going on. A lot of good money I made at that show. I was very happy. People were really happy to buy. But it made me kind of like, I mean, I did San Diego special edition, but it's just like, I was tired. It was really crazy. Like, it'd been a while. So it's sort of like, I mean, I get tired after every con. You work hard, you're all on point. But it just seemed like people wanted to spend money. It was nice. And what was great about it was that I actually ended up like getting more funds for my Kickstarter, like with relatively, like I would tell people about it, but I didn't know like a lot of people like it. I thought it would be dead personally, but I've averaged like almost $100 a day with that Kickstarter per day.
That's great, just to have that extra platform or avenue to be able to reach out and promote as well.
Yeah, because like for me, go on, sorry.
No, just for a crowdfunded project, usually you figure that's online, and so your promotion is pretty much online, but you're able to still do it in person and draw people in that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's like people bought my books, so I made a lot of good money that way in cash, and then I made a lot of really good credit card sales. I made a lot of good. It was just really nice. It was like, oh damn, I'm pretty decent at this now. Still, I haven't lost my touch.
Sure. Yeah. It's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Just get back out there and yeah. Now, was I right in opening? This book that you currently have on Kickstarter right now is inspired by pandemic, the emotion, and kind of the everything hanging over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's been kind of like, it's been basically been fired by rage, I would say, because I've been kind of like annoyed with people. Like it was just bombarded constantly. It's kind of like, I once explained this, like I hate the news for this reason. And I was saying, like, imagine if you've been diagnosed with stage 1 cancer. It's very treatable. You got it early. It's serious if you let it go, but you can be treated for it. It's manageable. Now imagine somebody coming up to your ear and saying, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die every 5 minutes. How's that going to feel with your psyche? It's like after a while you get kind of pissed off about it because it's like, okay, I'm already dealing with something serious. Please don't add to this. Don't go from 5 or 6 to 11 out of 10, that type of shit. So I got annoyed with everybody also screaming at each other. So I got to a point where I just said, no, I'm going to show the worst of humanity and fuck your Hallmark card, essentially. So, so what you listed were all the campaign names, because I always like to list the campaigns. So the Freedom Tour, it's free and it's dumb. And then to all like, I Told You So, shit that was to fund I think the You All Suck. I mean, She Sucks book. And this one, You All Suck, it's actually the book that's going to be funded is called Triggered. And what I'm going to do is like, hopefully when we pass like 75K, because I'm asking for 7K, but if I hit 75K, you know, and you guys can still pick the hardcover edition book, definitely. And that'll propel me towards closer to getting the hardcover, it being done in hardcover. It's going to be great. You know, that's all I got to say on that. And yeah, so it's an add-on. There's lots of add-ons. Like I didn't do Kickstarter last year, and that's when they added the add-ons, and now I'm doing it. And it has all the add-ons, and it's actually been pretty cool. I was actually really surprised about it. But yeah, it's called Triggered, the book, because everybody got triggered of everything the last 2 years.
And there's a lot of energy. You'll see it in the preview artwork on the campaign and what we'll include in the video as well. It's that energy, whether negative or psychotic or whatever, just all captured, you know, within these shots. It's a real humorous kind of take on it, because, you know, we were all kind of a little bit crazy. It was unknown to us, and we're venturing this thing and how to navigate it. And it's, you know, we're definitely at a good place now, I think, that where you can look back and reflect and see how ridiculous a lot of us have been, or some of the things we said or did, you know, early on. That really seems to come expressed out in the work of this project.
Yeah, I mean, I think, okay, and there's a little background with me. Maybe I didn't see, the thing is that I try to be empathetic towards people's pain, and I get it. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit myself. But it's funny because shortly before in 2019, I actually had a pancreatic tumor. It was like playing Russian roulette twice. Why? Because 90 some odd percent you find a tumor that's 6 inches big, that's in the pancreas, your chances are you're going to probably die. And for some reason, I was out of the 3 to 5% that was precancerous. So it had not turned to cancer yet, but it was 100% going to be. So when they were going to take it out, they told me, oh, chances are you'll be diabetic. So another round of Russian roulette, which sucked ass. And not either of those things. I'm not dead, and it has never regrown. I mean, I have to get scanned for the next, I think, 2 years. But overall, I mean, so I kind of had this certain level of zen that I wasn't like, it's like I already had to face the possibility I was going to die or be fucked up. So.
Well, and, you know, we connected early on. I think this was before we started the poker tournament. It might have been when we did that multicast with Ryland and a bunch of people. Can't quite remember, but I know that was something we connected on with Messenger. You were telling me about that. I think I had mentioned about my immune deficiency and just, you know, it's stuff that, you know, sometimes people don't see or whatever, the things that you're facing, battling. You know, things that are weighing heavy on you, in, you know, in your world, and because of your situation. And so it was a really nice conversation that we had about that.
Yeah.
We can still find enjoyment. We can still find laughter, excitement, and just kind of the craziness that Demon Bitch brings. Just, I mean, and like I'm seeing the pasties are just, which that's gonna be part of a tier or something, isn't it? Or like a stretch.
Yeah, like if we hit the $8,000 mark with all the physical rewards, I'll enclose a pair of pasties. That's another stretch goal. And then the third one will probably do a fucking like a bunch of magnets or some bullshit that you can hold up food. So if you're dieting, you'll throw up and not want to eat. So
what tripped me up for a second, people can go to a campaign and win a date with Demon Bitch. How crazy is that?
I don't know. You know, to be honest, I just kind of like, some people suggested it. I really went, you know, okay. Cause like I've had in my past campaigns where people go and recommend rewards to me. I say, oh, fuck it. I'll put it up there. I mean, what's it going to cost? And they'll end up like getting 3 or 4 of the same reward. Okay. Like one of my friend's wives, like before they did the add-ons, she would say, can you make this reward for me? I was like, sure. And I did it with a lot of other people. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to not do it. And I would put together a reward and that would get me propelled to that. I mean, my friend's wife, she would suggest like a reward, and then it would be like, 3 to 4 other people would like pick that tier. And this was not a cheap tier. This was like $80 to $100 type of tier.
Right,
So
right.
that's nice. I mean, now with the like the build on of the add-ons, you don't need to worry about that so much. But it's a great thing. I feel really glad about it. I mean, it's so far it's like 42% funded. So that's
That's
not
great.
bad. And
Yeah, and that runs through May 6th. I don't know if I mentioned
yeah,
that in the
it
opening.
ends on May 6th. I've got 31 days to go, at least
Okay,
at this present moment. But I would say
right.
that I would love to see it way more.
Yeah, well, it is early on, but once we hit that targeting goal, I know you got stretch goals ready to unleash and uh, give even more. And something else I thought was really cool. I want to kind of unpack a little bit with you is this game, the
Yeah.
Disgusting Dumpster Fire, and doing some beta testing with it. What's this about? How does this tie into the Demon Bitch universe, as it were?
Okay, so Demon Bitch is based off girls that just constantly want attention for fucking everything. And I met these special kind of attention whores. Now, first of all, this is not about people that are genuinely going through health issues, right? But there are some people that milk it to a point that it's like, okay, you're faking it kind of thing. I hate to say it, but
Right,
unfortunately, when you run into social media, people can fake things. This is not indicative of like I'm not faking mine, you're not faking yours, but like I've run into people that's when like girls that say, "Oh, I got a compound fracture," and they show a picture of their ankle, and it's like, why is it not bleeding? A compound fracture is when the bone pierces through the skin or it gets really bruised up. Like I didn't have a compound fracture, but I broke my ankle, and the area around got super purple for like a year before it cleaned itself out, and around the sole of my foot. Yeah, I mean, it was bad, it was like, so this person would say, I broke my ankle, and they had one arrow pointing to their foot. I'm like, that's your foot, you moron. But yeah, it's just like, so essentially what Demon Bitch, this is based off a card game system, but it's going to be on, it's a computer game. And it's like if you go and support it for $5, that will go and you can beta test it and bitch to my programmer about it. That's the thing. That's the selling point. You can bitch to my programmer how fucked up it is. She's actually a good programmer, but I'm just saying in general. And then like the Demon Bitch game is that like so it's like based off a card system in a way, like where you build points. So essentially every day that Demon Bitch wakes up or does something, she has to make attention for herself. So shitty selfie, sick selfie, like I'm sick, I'm in bed and in the hospital, like all the time. And then, oh, I'm frail. Look at me. I'm going to do this selfie of myself in the mirror. Look at me. I'm like, oh my God. So it's like all the stupid shit I've seen influencers do, like doing the
right.
protests during like fucking health scares or anything that are really fake. I decided to make a game about it because it was just like, I just got tired of that shit. It's like, it's one thing. Like I was in the hospital. I had fucking IVs strapped to my ass pretty much. And I took a picture of myself, like kind of joking, like, hey, I'm alive. I just have all this. And so many people liked it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like I wasn't even dead, or close to dying. It was like, they're going to take the fucker out. But
It's
it was like,
yeah,
it sucked.
it's really weird. Even there was a when you were talking, it was making me think of a little clip from a snippet from Family Guy where Peter just hopped it. He laid down on a hospital bed, put a
Oh, I think
bandage
I saw
around his
that
head
clip.
or
And it's like,
something.
yeah,
He's like,
talk to yourself. Yeah.
"Hey, don't want to talk right now," or can't talk right now, just the type of thing.
Oh, awesome. Look over there. You can take a selfie in a hospital bed to get social media attention. Don't really want to get into it, but I'm fine. Oh, boy. Well, this is the last thing I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, like with me, I just was fucking around because I saw so many girls like fucking posting this shitty, stupid selfies of them in the hospital. So I decided to mock them and like, but it's like some people were going like, "Damn, you look good" or something. I'm like, I'm in a fucking hospital robe. My hair is all greasy because I
You know
can't
what?
wash
Everyone
fucking
has their own
hair.
fetishes. I'm not going to judge. During your campaign, will most of your content be pertaining to the Kickstarter or this specific project, or will there still be other things that you're doing, like obviously, like with WonderCon?
Well, I mean, right now, like obviously I post the stuff about the Kickstarter. I've done lives, but personally for me, I've kind of done more stuff for not the Kickstarter, but what is it? The thing is like for stuff that I'm doing. I'm going to be at Gem State Comic Con by this next Saturday. So
Okay.
I'm promoting that as well on top of the Kickstarter. So it's kind of like, you know, you're doing, and like also like one of my friends, Rio, found out an article from The Beat that they found my Kickstarter and they were raving about it. And I was like, oh shit, you know? So I had to obviously post that. So
Nice.
I'm kind of at this point now where it's like, with this Kickstarter, it's weird because like I do my own stuff and I try to do it like a couple times a day. I don't really care to spam it because number one, people get annoyed. And like, if you do it too many times, they can flag you, at least in the past, or it won't matter because they'll suppress it. So I try to do a mixture of like, you know, Kickstarter plus this, plus that, you know, but I try to mix it up, and I'm promoting the Gem State Comic Con because it's like, I was doing the WonderCon at first. And well, first I was doing the combo of WonderCon and Gem State. Then I had to do the Kickstarter one, build up for that. Then I had to do WonderCon build up for that. And then I did another build up for Gem State. And I know the promoter, I know the guy that runs Gem State. So I told him, hey, you know, I'm not trying to like, you know, not try to go and like screw anything up. I'm just like letting you know, I will promote it, but it's just like, I'm going through WonderCon first, and then I want to cycle with your stuff so people know. So it's not like, you know, all confused.
So yeah, so definitely everyone make sure to follow Christie Shinn online, Horror Studios, and go check out the Kickstarter campaign for Demon Bitch You All Suck. It's called Triggered.
The book is called Triggered. Demon
The
Bitch
book is
Triggered.
called Triggered, and you want to get behind this. A lot of great tiers being offered. Won't want to miss it, and you're going to have a good time. Get some good laughs out of it. So, Christie, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you.
And we look forward to getting this baby funded and unlocking them stretch goals you got planned.
Yeah, it's at 42% at this current moment. Hopefully it will be pushed up way, way more because I want to fund this fucker personally.
Definitely spread the word. If you can't back the campaign, just spread the news, share the love, let people know about it. There'll definitely be people who want to be a part of it and join all the other backers who want to make this a reality. So again, thank you, Christie, so much. It's nice talking to you again and catching up.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.